Yoo-hoo, another story time. So it's been years of the story happening, but like the core of the story remains in my mind, and probably it always will. So, and I'm building a habit like if there are positive people in the story, I will reveal their names, and if they are negative, I'll just hide it so that I don't keep on remembering their names and I don't propel the idea as well. So that's my philosophy now. So uh, the story in the core begins in the year 2007, I guess, or 6 or 7, in between. 2007 I passed out, so this might be like 2006, uh, year 2006. So we got a transfer, means in India. My father had a transferable job, uh, where we have to move places. In India, we call shift, but it's moving, means we have to move places one state to another every few years. Means that's a part of the job description. So that enable you to make new friends even if you don't like to, but yeah, you have to keep on adapting to new environment. But this is not about that thing. The thing is, it happened that since we came to Honors Factory Medak, from Honors Factory Medak, we were going to move to Honors Factory Ambazari, I guess. But in this moment, I had a very uh, dear pet. I used to call it Chichi. Chichi was a rooster, which I initially thought it's a hen, but then once all of a sudden it started giving bark. Bark is like shouting in the morning. So that time I realized that it's not a hen, it's a rooster. So very dear to me. And when we were moving, we had to decide what to do of the rooster. What do you mean by we have to decide? Mostly parents take the decision for us. So it was decided that the Chichi would be either given to someone or just sold in the market. But I was very attached to that uh, pet. Uh, and somehow the story came to me later on. And the story is of another guy, means he was kind of classmate to me, in a different section, same class, and his name is Srirang Bhuti. So always I reveal the positive person's name, hide the negative ones. So the this guy had a dog. I don't even remember his name, means his dog's name, but he was kind of a street dog, and he was stuck into a similar situation where they have to move somewhere else. And this story came to me not at the moment, so therefore I was not able to analyze and absorb the core essence of that story. Then at that moment I have to arrange this story in a retrospective manner. I'll tell you the reason why. So the thing is, he was stuck into the similar situation where he had to move, and same, his parents decided that he has to give away his dog, and then they'll be moving with a truck or train or something. We were in the similar situation where the goods what we have would be transferred in a truck, and then we'll be moving with a train. uh, so same, his parent decided that the dog would be given away. He was means it was a street dog, but at a young age when you develop a relationship with a pet, it's very difficult to manage that. Means the pets are more than your friends when you are an introvert kind of person, and I was a bit shy and introvert kind of person. Even Srirang Bhuti was in that same situation, and he was that kind of person. Means we used to talk with our classmate, but internally we were kind of introverts. So at the end of the moment when the day came that they moved all their boxes in the truck, and then he was supposed to leave, what Srirang Bhuti did was he holded his dog and sat on the terrace. Terrace is like the topmost floor of his house. That was a two-story building, and on top there is another path to go up, and on top there is like machan kind of stuff where little bit space is there. So he took his dog and he went there, and he was hiding from the whole family. So everyone started searching, where is Srirang, where is Srirang, and that in Honest Factory the news spread like a wildfire. Means if something happens in your house, the whole state knows it. In state we say that the area in Honest Factory, not the complete state, that we say ESTATE, state knows it. So this this search spread very fast, that where is Srirang, where is Srirang, and then the family panicked that they are in the middle of a decision where they have to move stuff, and then their son is missing along with the dog. So they knew somehow that this is related to the dog, that um, he won't be able to part with the dog. That kind of understanding was there, and because he has to part, therefore he's taking some kind of action, and he just left kind of stuff. So they were more scared, that they were scared of the health of Srirang, obviously. That's what I assume. So finally, as we are just taking the retrospective, Srirang was found in the same place where I told you. And the father and mother again both redecided their decision and decided to take the dog along with them. So I told you, I'll tell you the reason why this is a retrospective story, because I did not know that that is possible. And on my case, my rooster, I had to give away that rooster half-heartedly, heavy-heartedly, what we can say. Uh, and then at the early ages, people learn from comparison. Means in general, comparison is wrong, but we learn from the comparison as well. And then I put myself in Srirang's position, and I put Srirang's in my position. I compared both the situation. There were a lot of similarities and a lot of dissimilarities as well. So overall, I learned from that situation, from Srirang and his dog, that if you love something, or if you like something to a certain extent, you have to protect it. Uh, Let that be, means this is, I'm going bizarre with speech or something, but let that be your career, your life partner of your choice, or let that be anything, whatever you love. Let that be just a thing. Just that be a computer, a book, anything what you love, which is dear to you. There would be chances that your own surrounding won't be able to understand that love, and then you have to protect it. So that was one of the big thing I learned. And later on, I remodeled that in different situations. uh, if you fail once, that's good. If you fail twice, it's good. But if you fail on the same thing again and again and again, that's definitely something wrong with you. So therefore you have to model your equations accordingly. And therefore I learned that when you love something, you have to fight that thing through. You have to protect it. Let there be, like in the Kurukshetra, people say that everyone is your family. Why should I fight with them? But you have to fight with your family if there is something precious to you, because to get that emotion through, it's a difficult task. So hopefully you like the story. If you like it, just please share, subscribe. I'll be coming on with one story a week kind of dosage. Like, I cannot shoot more. I'm studying and applying for jobs and applying for PhDs at the same time. So whenever the reflection comes, I'll definitely share more stories. So, ciao.